I wouldn't say I was critical of the Prime Minister. I was very, very disappointed, as my colleagues behind me are very disappointed not to get a phone call, not to get a text message, and cutting a deal. And God bless the people in Saskatchewan. I love them out west, out east, in the fisheries. But the three of us, we have to take care of Ontario here. That's my number one job, to protect the people of Ontario, protect their jobs, protect communities, and that's what I'm going to continue to do.
This China deal is a hard pill for them to swallow right now, because they've seen this movie before, where their jobs end up on the chopping block because of some trade negotiation. Opening up the Canadian market to cheap China-owned EVs worsens the situation we have already, where more and more countries and auto companies who build and manufacture nothing here in Canada can sell here in Canada.
So the deal is 49,000 Chinese electric vehicles a year will be allowed into Canada. Carney says that is less than 3% of the overall car market. That is going to increase to 70,000 over 5 years. The concern that was raised today is that perhaps that's just an initial foothold in the market, and they're warning that that will only expand over time with no guarantee of support for the industry here as it exists. They are in fact looking for some indication that Chinese vehicles would perhaps be manufactured here at some point, which would offer up jobs and support for the industry, perhaps using some of the materials that are made here as well. However, Premier Ford himself has said he doesn't think that they would, in fact, manufacture them here because there's no chance of exporting to the U.S. right now, which is a key part of the trade relationship with the U.S. Ford calling on the feds today to take action to bolster competitiveness, lower the cost of investing in plants that already exist, machinery to give Canada an edge over other jurisdictions. Ford also in recent days, and reiterating today, that he has security concerns about Chinese EVs, calling the vehicles subsidized spy cars at one point during a speech on Monday without any evidence necessarily. He's asking Canadians, he wrapped up today by calling for a boycott on Chinese EVs, asking people not to buy them. This morning, before the press conference, Economic Development Minister for the federal government, Melanie Joly, had a phone conversation with Premier Ford about the press conference he was going to be having, suggesting that maybe this isn't the best route to go in terms of speaking out against the deal that has been struck by the federal government. We do know at this point that Premier Ford is going to be heading to Ottawa Wednesday of next week for a First Minister's meeting. That will be his first opportunity to actually speak with Prime Minister Carney in person, since not being included in the conversation before this deal was struck. So that is certainly going to be interesting to watch when that actually happens next week.